Hey y'all, today we're going to show you how we make spinach artichoke chicken in our casserole crock, and I'm also going to tell you how I almost died this morning.
All while having a whole lot of fun.
Chrissy's gonna kill me someday. Hi, welcome back to our camper kitchen where we're cooking Chris's dishes straight from my beautiful wife's cooking blog. That's recipes.crock.com. That's right, my beautiful, wonderful, extremely forgiving wife who did recipes.crock.com. So let's talk real quick about why I'm getting ready to make this particular dish, this spinach artichoke chicken. It's because it's one of Chris's favorite dishes that we make, and she really, really loves spinach artichoke chicken, almost as much as she loves me, because, well, this is what we call a forgiveness recipe, y'all. You see, something happened earlier today. This. I might be in a little bit of trouble right now. I was putting up the dishes this morning that I did, and they go in this cabinet right here. Cris, who was right here under said cabinet, was refilling her ink in her nice fancy ink pens, you know, like a fountain pen. And I go to open said cabinet, and a giant Tupperware lid flies out and hits her directly in the face. And she had an open bottle of ink in her hand, and she jumped a little bit.
And I told you that I had an open bottle before you even came over here.
And this is why I shouldn't be allowed to do the dishes. So as you can see, I'm in an apologetic mood right now, and I'm going to make us a dish here that hopefully will help Cris to forgive me a little quicker. And what you're going to need for the following ingredients are this. You need 3 to 4 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. That's what we're using. If you want to use breasts, I'm not going to stop you. But we like to use 1 bag of the frozen chicken thighs that we thaw out. You want to thaw them and drain them because there's going to be a lot of liquid that comes out with this recipe. And so you want to make sure that you've drained them as well as thawed them out, because we always use thawed chicken when we're cooking in a slow cooker. So down in the bottom of this crock that I've got here, this casserole crock, I've got that 3 pounds of chicken thighs, and I'm just going to lightly salt them on top, and I'm going to pepper them as well with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 twists of pepper. And then you also need 1 can, that's 14.5 ounces of artichoke hearts that I've got right here on my cutting board. And you also want like a 9-ounce bag of frozen spinach. The easiest way that we found to do this is to go ahead and get like the steamable spinach, toss it in the microwave for the prescribed time. I think it was about 4 minutes in this microwave here, and get it cooked, and then take and drain that cooked spinach. You want to get as much liquid out as you possibly can. And so I've got mine right here. It's sitting in a colander, in a strainer there on top of a plate, just to let any more of that moisture come out. And then what I'm going to do, after I've got my chicken salted and peppered, I'm going to take my artichoke hearts, and I'm just going to chop them up to where when you mix it all together with the rest of the ingredients, you get a little bite of artichoke along with that spinach in every bite. So just chop it up. It doesn't have to be super fine. You don't want super big chunks. Just kind of get those bigger chunks chopped up, halved up a little bit. Something sort of like that. Not too pretty, but artichokes really aren't the prettiest thing in the world. But they make people happy. I can hear. She's not currently with me on set right now. She's actually in the bathroom taking a shower, trying to get as much of that ink off as possible. Otherwise, she's gonna have a blue Christmas.
Without you.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all, I'm lucky I'm not dead. Now, what you also want to have other than your artichokes and your spinach, is you want to have 2 bricks That is 16 ounces of cream cheese. That's what I've got right here. And you want to soften that up. I tossed that in my microwave for about 30 seconds, let it sit for a little bit, and it softens up pretty well. If it takes you a little longer, it takes you a little longer. And I want to mix in, let me move some of my ingredients around here. I want to put my artichoke hearts and my spinach right in that bowl. Just like that. Actually, I'm done with that knife. My spinach. Like I said, you want that bag to be drained as much as possible because there's going to be a lot of liquid that comes out of that chicken. And it's going to be wet anyway. So try to get as much of that moisture out as you can. And then to that, I'm going to add 2 cups, which is 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese in there. This is going to be a cheesy, cheesy dish. It's going to be creamy with that cream cheese. And then along with that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. We use the freeze-dried from Penzeys. You can add whatever kind you want. But we figured this, and since I'm making this also for me, and she likes garlic anyway, I'll add just a little bit more for me. That's my taste. Do what y'all want to do. Let me get this out of the way. And then now all I want to do is mix this up until the cream cheese and the mozzarella cheese gets all married up with those artichokes, which is going to add that briny flavor, and that spinach, which is just going to make your teeth look funny. Could you imagine my wife with those blue hands that she's got now along with green teeth? Oh, anyway, we're going to mix all this up real good, and then once I get it mixed up, I'm just going to slather it on top of that chicken. It smells good. That garlic's already starting to mix in well with that cream cheese and that spinach. It's hitting the moisture of that cream cheese and the moisture of that spinach and the moisture of the artichokes. And it's just going to soak in all that flavor. I could actually eat this just like it is with some crackers. But I won't because I know my wife would love it on some chicken. And frankly, she deserves it. Especially when she gets all tired from doing the dishes that I'm grounded from doing.
I won't have to do the dishes for at least a month.
I don't know if you heard her say that or not, but she won't have to do the dishes for at least a month, she says. All I gotta say is when I put them up, she better watch out. You better watch out. You better not ink. I'll drop dishes on you and you know it will stink. Chrissy's gonna kill me someday. Alright, just like that, we are mixed up. And all I want to do now is I want to take this mixture and put it on that chicken evenly. So I'll put a little here, I'll put a little there. You know what one of my favorite genres of music is? Blues. Oh man, I tell you what. She's really an awesome lady, and she's a very forgiving lady. We were laughing about it a few minutes later. Well, me and Ad were anyway. Cris was still cleaning up the ink. It went everywhere, y'all. We just got through revamping our living room, getting it all comfortable and nice and decorated and pretty. Even put up a little pretty Christmas tree, you know. And then, well, then something blew it away. So I'm going to now smear this mixture all over the top of this chicken. Which if I turn that camera just a little bit that way, you can see a little better. Look at that. And all you want to do is just make sure you get that chicken all covered up. That really looks pretty. That's going to be delicious too. Let's get all that over there. And then we'll take what's left over on our spoon, put it right in that corner, and all over the counter, just like that. Don't put it all over your counter, just put it all over the top of your chicken, just like that. And all I want to do now is get it all over my hands. I hate it when I get stuff all over my hands, don't you? Oh look, Cris is out of the shower.
My cuticles are still blue.
Okay, so we're going to put this dish on and we're going to set it for 4 to 5 hours on low, and then we'll come back and we'll check it, and if it's ready, we're going to show you what it looks like when I make my wife happy with one of her favorite recipes in 3, 2, 1. And we are back, and as you can see, there's been a slight wardrobe change. That's because it's chilly outside, and we went to explore the park that we're in while we were waiting on this to cook. Because one thing that I've learned is that if you frustrate your wife, go on a walk with her. It makes things all better. That and, well, frankly, I look good in blue. Not as good as you do.
I've got a pro tip. Doing that sink full of dishes will do way more than that was.
Yeah, when we were getting stuff set up here to show you what this stuff looks like, we were looking around for a plate, you know, and so we're getting our fancy dinnerware here.
There's not a clean
fork. So maybe this is my redemption story, so the next time I do dishes, maybe I won't bang you in the head.
That would be nice.
Let's hope. But anyway, let's check and see what we got here. This has been going for a little over 4 hours. And it smells really, really, really good. Like, really good. And you see how it's kind of cooked up along the edges. But I just want to take a picture of that. It looks so good. I think I did a good job. But notice in the bottom, there's a lot of liquid, like I said. So you want to drain your spinach. You want to drain your artichokes. You want to definitely try and drain as much of that liquid off of your chicken, depending on if you do, like, frozen out of the bag.
But the chicken's still going to let off juices.
Yeah, that's why it's still going to be a juicy mess.
Slotted spoon or slotted spatula.
But look how it stayed right on top of that chicken right there.
Yummy.
Okay, well, let's give this a taste test.
Even the plastic fork will cut through the chicken.
Went straight through there. Okay, this is where you cue the blues music.
You're rotten. Give me
but
this.
This isn't. Oh,
It's
hot.
hot. It looks really hot.
It really is hot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You took too big of a bite.
I did.
But
So,
what do you think of them flavors?
They're subtle flavors. There's nothing like really strong in there that punches you in the face, which is good because it lets you appreciate the chicken. But you taste everything. I mean, the spinach is there. You definitely taste the artichokes. Hi, Miss Ad. Miss Ad's coming in from a bike ride. But then you also get the creaminess of that cream cheese. That mozzarella kind of blends itself out into it, so it all holds together on top of the chicken. And then right there at the end, especially as I'm talking, I can really taste that garlic. So my personal redneck ways, I'd sprinkle some salt on top of that and call it a day.
Yeah, it needs more salt.
But other than that, it doesn't need anything else. One thing I'm going to show you, if you couldn't see it before, I'll show you right here. Watch this fork.
Oh, fork tender.
Like it's cake. It's that tender.
Yummy.
And so good. So do you forgive me?
I guess so. But you still got to do my dishes.
Winner, chicken dinner. You forgive me enough to let me eat another piece while you tell them bye?
Yes. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And dude, whose side are you on? No, I'm joking. Please do give this a thumbs up. If you are not already a member of the Crock Posse, our slow cooking family around here, we'd love for you to become a member by subscribing down below. If you'd like to be notified every time we upload another video of the next thing that Mikey does here in the camper kitchen.
Who knows what I'll throw at my wife next?
Click the bell down below. We call that the ding-a-ling. But whatever you do, we hope you
laugh often,
eat good food,
and speak right.
Bye, guys.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon link below.